mommies and daddies. So today we're going to continue infant massage per my client's request. We're going to work on the baby's arm. So one of the reasons that you may want to work on the arms is to strengthen the muscles, is if the baby's learning how to crawl so they can support themselves, or if they are already crawling, we want to relax the muscles a little bit because they're spending a lot of time supporting themselves with the arms. Imagine doing push-ups all the time. So just as before we begin the massage, we're going to ask the baby's permission. We're going to say, "Hi, Vaska, would you like to get a massage today?" And we should get a visual cue from their face and see whether they're interested in getting a massage. So we're going to start the massage by performing nurturing touch, where we're hugging the little arm. And we want to perform each motion about 3 times, as this will help the brain to receive the signal and send it back to the arm. Then we're going to make a letter C, and we're going to start here and slide. We're going to start here and slide to the wrist. And then once we are here at the wrist, we're going to do hugs and kisses just like we did on the feet. We're going to hug and kiss. We're going to hug and kiss. We're going to hug and kiss. And then we're going to work on the baby's hands. So a lot of times babies have their hands clenched. So if you can't open it up, do so. Sometimes you could push just so gently right below the wrist, and it will help to open up the arm. If not, don't force it. Come back to it next time. So we're going to first thumb the whole hand, and we're going to perform little taps all the way from the wrist to the fingers. Just as before, we're going to perform each motion about 3 times, okay? And the reason we want to do it 3 times is it helps the development of the myelin sheath, which we are born without, and it helps our brain develop physically, mentally, and psychologically. Once we're done thumbing through the palm, we're going to hug each finger. Now, there is a contraindication if your child has any kind of seizure or neurological disorder. We don't want you to palpate the fingers as they correlate directly to the brain, and we can make the baby have a seizure, so we don't want to do that. So then we're going to work on the top of the arm. We're going to go from the fingers all the way to the wrist, from the fingers through the hand and all the way to the wrist. Now when we get to the wrist, just like before, we're going to finish up performing the tapping, and we're going to do circles. We're going to circle, circle, push, circle, circle, push, and all the way around the wrist. Or we can do big thumb and do a big circle, thumb and a big circle. And now that we've worked on the hand, we're actually going to take that letter C back and slide it back down. And we're going to slide down. And we're going to slide down on the arm. And then we're going to roll the arm. So we're going to take our 2 hands and put the baby's arm in between. We don't want to push too much or roll too fast. And then we're going to glide. We're going to glide. And now we finished working on the arm. Before we go, we want to take our fingers, and this is especially good for crawling babies, is to place our fingers right where their armpit is. So right where their armpit is, and we can do pulls, or we could do rotations while holding the pectoral muscle. So we can do pull, push, pull, or we could do rotations. And if you're doing rotations, make sure to do them in both directions, okay? So one of the other things that when babies have torticollis, we also want to work on the arms. If we have an opportunity to work on this shoulder arm area, we can place our hand where the baby's head is slightly rotated and take our palm and pull the shoulder down. And then place the head back and then repeat the motion. So this hopefully provides you with some information on how you could work on your baby's arms. If you feel like the baby's pulling the arm away from you, come back and try it again. Do it when they're more relaxed, maybe right before bed. So I hope you enjoyed this session of baby and infant massage. We hope to see you soon. Thank